All right, so are you ready? Today's deep dive.
Always.
Okay, well, today we're taking you into the world of studying abroad.
One of my favorite topics.
Mine too, actually. Okay, so you've got that acceptance letter.
So exciting, right?
The dream is real, but
But now the real work begins.
yeah, but don't worry. We're here to help you navigate
All those next steps.
from really basic stuff like deciphering that offer letter
To,
to prepping for that culture shock.
oh yeah, that no one really talks about.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about equipping you to not just survive,
But thrive.
in a new environment.
Yeah. We're going to be,
Diving into the practical steps, the
Yeah.
potential challenges,
these,
most importantly, how you can turn those challenges.
into opportunities for growth.
So let's start at the very beginning
Okay.
with that acceptance letter.
Love it.
It's not just a piece of paper.
It's,
It's your roadmap
yeah,
for this whole adventure.
for sure.
So what are the essential things to look for?
Well, first, in that acceptance letter.
First, you got to make sure you understand the terms of the offer.
Okay.
Is it conditional?
Oh, good point.
Meaning, are there any requirements you need to meet?
Before.
Yeah, before it's fully confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Also, take note of any deadlines.
Deadlines. Oh, yeah.
Especially for acceptance.
Right.
And any initial deposit.
Oh, yeah, the fees.
Speaking of which,
Have you thought about?
potential scholarships or funding options yet?
It's never too early to start exploring those.
Right.
Scholarships can significantly reduce the financial burden,
For sure.
and there are tons of resources available
To help you.
to help you find the right ones.
Yeah. Remember, this is an investment
Oh, that's a good point.
in your future.
Investment in your future.
So make sure you're exploring all avenues.
It's easy to, like,
Oh, yeah.
get caught up in the excitement
Totally.
and overlook the financial planning aspect.
Very true.
All right, so speaking of essential preparation.
Let's talk visas.
Ooh, okay.
Each country has its own set of regulations.
Oh, yeah.
And navigating those can feel like
A maze.
a maze. Yeah. Starting early is key here.
100%.
Okay, but say you've done your research.
Okay.
You know the requirements.
You got all the documents.
You've gathered all the documents.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can do
To your chances.
to improve your chances of getting that visa?
Yeah.
What's interesting about visa interviews?
Oh, if you're an interview?
Well, yeah, if your chosen country requires one.
Oh, okay.
They're looking for more than just your paperwork.
Oh,
They want to understand your intentions,
uh-huh.
your commitment to your studies,
Okay.
and your overall preparedness.
So it's almost like
Yeah.
a mini presentation of yourself and your goals.
Exactly.
So should you practice, like,
Practice answering common interview questions.
right?
Be clear about why you've chosen this specific program,
Uh-huh.
how it aligns with your academic and career goals.
And what you plan to do
Yeah.
after your studies.
Got it.
And most importantly, just
Be yourself.
be confident and genuine.
That's good advice.
Thanks.
Okay, so speaking of feeling prepared,
Okay.
let's move on to another big one. Finances.
Yeah. Money, money,
Oh,
money.
we know studying abroad can be expensive,
It can be, yeah.
but it's not about just cutting back.
No.
It's about being strategic
Right.
with your money
So that you can
so you can actually maximize.
maximize your experience.
Now, a lot of students approach budgeting with a scarcity mindset,
Yeah.
but I encourage you to think about it as maximizing your opportunities.
I like that.
A well-planned budget can help you afford those amazing weekend trips.
Yeah,
Try local cuisines
for sure.
and really immerse yourself in the culture.
I love that.
So how can you create a budget that doesn't just help you survive,
Well, for first, you got to
but actually helps you thrive?
start by mapping out all your expenses. Tuition fees are usually clear,
Right.
but then think about accommodation,
Oh, yeah.
transportation, food, books, and even entertainment.
Right. All the fun stuff.
Yeah, and then explore potential funding options.
Mhm.
So scholarships, grants.
Scholarships and grants are great,
What about loans?
but also look into student loans
Oh, okay.
with favorable interest rates,
Good point.
part-time work opportunities
Oh, in your
in your host country,
host country. Okay.
and even crowdfunding platforms.
Didn't you mention something
Oh, yeah.
about a special savings account for Canada?
Yes. For those heading to Canada,
Okay.
you might need a guaranteed investment certificate
Or
or GIC.
GIC. Okay.
It's basically a special savings account
Okay.
that shows that you have the funds to support yourself
Yeah.
while studying there,
in Canada.
and it's a requirement for their student visa.
That's really helpful to know. So let's say you've got your finances sorted.
Oh.
Your visa is on the way.
Huh.
But now, here's the big question. What is it?
where are you actually going to live?
The age-old question.
Right. Dorm life.
Off-campus apartment.
Off-campus apartment.
Maybe even homestay
Homestay.
with a local family.
Yeah. Each option has its own
Vibe.
Exactly. And the best choice depends on your priorities.
For sure.
So, like, think about your budget, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But also
Safety.
proximity to campus.
And the level of cultural immersion you're seeking.
Dorms offer that.
Instant community.
Yeah.
With other students.
Like apartments give you
More independence.
more independence, yeah.
And homestays.
They can be amazing
Yeah.
for language learning.
Oh, yeah.
And cultural understanding.
It's like choosing your own adventure.
It is.
Do your research, read reviews, and reach out to students who've lived in those specific accommodations.
You'll get a sense of what it's really like.
Okay, so you found the perfect place to live.
Great.
But now, here's the thing.
What's that? You're stepping out into a whole new world.
I love that.
How can you prepare
Right.
for the cultural adjustments
that come with
studying abroad?
It's about shifting your perspective.
Okay.
It's easy to focus on the potential difficulties
Yeah.
of adjusting to a new culture.
Yeah.
But what's truly
And
fascinating
so opportunities for personal growth
that come with
embracing those differences.
So it's like
Yeah.
you're learning a new language,
Even
if you're technically speaking the same one.
I like that.
That's a great way to put it.
Thanks.
So it's not just about learning practical things,
like
greetings,
or greetings
or table manners.
Right, yeah.
It's about
I'm understanding
unspoken rules, social cues.
and even different ways of thinking.
For example,
Like
in some cultures,
direct communication is valued,
Right.
but in others it's considered rude.
so how can
Our listeners prepare for these subtle cultural nuances.
research is your friend,
Right.
read books, watch documentaries,
Uh-huh.
even connect with people from your host country online.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so learning about the culture beforehand seems so important.
It is.
It's like having a cheat sheet
Yeah.
or navigating a new world.
It is, yeah.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of observation.
Oh, that's good.
Once you're there, pay attention to how people interact,
Okay.
their body language,
Yeah.
even their sense of humor.
There's a sense of humor, right?
These small details can reveal
Ooh.
a lot about the culture.
How about the culture?
It's like becoming a cultural detective.
I like that. So you've done your cultural homework.
Okay.
You've got your visa.
Got my visa?
Finances are sorted.
All right.
You know where you'll be living.
Yeah?
What's next?
On the
pre-departure checklist.
Now, it's all about the practicalities. Okay.
Packing smart is essential.
Oh, packing? Yeah.
Think about the climate in your host country,
Uh-huh.
the activities you'll be doing,
Oh, yeah.
and any specific dress codes.
Dress codes, right?
It's always a good idea to pack versatile clothing items.
That can be mixed and matched.
Yeah, mixed and matched.
And don't forget, essential documents.
Oh, right.
Passport, visa, acceptance letter, insurance information.
Keep them
Organized.
yeah.
Yeah.
And easily accessible.
Right. You might also want to make digital copies
Oh, that's a good idea.
and store them securely online,
Just in case.
just in case.
And speaking of digital,
Oh, yeah.
think about how you'll stay connected with loved ones back home.
Stay connected. So important.
That's so important.
Yeah.
International calling plans,
Messaging apps.
even setting up a VPN
For accessing.
for accessing your usual streaming services
Oh,
can make a
that's-
big difference in combating homesickness.
Absolutely. Those little comforts can really make you feel more at home.
More at home.
Now, before we dive into some inspiring real-world stories,
Okay.
I want to touch on something
That often gets overlooked.
that often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
The emotional side
Well,
of studying abroad.
Okay, yeah.
It's easy to
Get swept up.
get swept up in the logistics, but preparing mentally and emotionally is just as important.
Exactly.
A
Yeah.
lot of students experience
What's called
what's called culture shock.
culture shock. Yeah.
And it can hit even those who are super excited
Oh, yeah.
but moving abroad.
Yeah, for sure.
What exactly is culture shock?
Yeah.
And how can our listeners prepare for it?
Imagine feeling a mix of excitement,
Okay.
confusion, and even a little bit of homesickness
All at once.
all at once.
Yeah.
That's culture shock in a nutshell.
Okay.
It's that feeling of disorientation,
When you're
immersed in a new environment
with different customs
different social norms
and even different ways of
ways of thinking.
it sounds like a bit of an emotional roller coaster.
It can be, yeah.
What?
But it's a normal
Normal part of the
adaptation process.
The key is to
be aware of it.
Yeah.
Acknowledge those feelings and give yourself time to adjust.
Remember, you're not expected to blend in perfectly.
From day one.
Yeah. So what are some practical tips?
For those culture shock moments? First, don't isolate yourself.
Okay.
Connect with other students, both local and international.
Okay.
They're going through experiences.
Sharing those
can be incredibly helpful.
It's like having
a built-in
support system.
Yeah.
Also, stay connected with loved ones back home.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to
step outside your comfort zone.
Step outside your comfort zone.
And embrace
new experiences. So it's about finding that balance between staying connected
to your roots
and branching out
into the new
culture.
Exactly.
Okay. So now I think it's time to hear from those who walked this path before. Let's get inspired by some
real
world success stories. Yeah. Tell us about these students who navigated the complexities of studying abroad
and
came out stronger.
Stronger on the other side.
Let's start with Maya.
Okay, Maya.
She dreamed of studying fashion design in Italy.
Oh, wow.
But found the visa application process daunting, yeah.
Yeah, the paperwork, the financial proofs, the interview.
It felt overwhelming, I can imagine.
That's a lot to navigate, especially when you're dealing with the different country system.
Yeah, so how did Maya tackle this?
What she did was she did her research.
Okay.
And she discovered a company that specializes in helping students with study abroad applications.
Oh, wow.
They guided her through the entire process.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ensured her paperwork was in order.
Okay.
Helped her prepare for the visa interview. And even provided tips on securing accommodation.
That sounds like having that expert support.
It made
all the difference.
It really did.
So she got her visa.
She did.
And is now thriving.
In Italy. Immersing herself in the world of fashion.
Oh, that's amazing.
Now, let's talk about David.
David?
He had his heart set on studying engineering in Germany.
Engineering in Germany. Okay.
Financing his education
was a major concern.
Finances are often a hurdle
for students, especially when considering studying abroad.
So how did David overcome this challenge?
He was incredibly proactive.
Okay.
He started by researching scholarships and grants, even ones that are specifically targeted at engineering students.
That's studying abroad, yeah.
He also explored student loan options with low interest rates.
And
looked into
part-time work
opportunities.
In Germany.
So it was a combination of different funding sources. Did he mention which resources he found?
He emphasized the importance of university websites.
Oh.
They often have comprehensive lists of scholarships and funding opportunities. Including ones specific to international students.
That's a great tip. It's like a treasure trove of financial aid.
Just waiting to be discovered.
Okay. For our final story.
Okay.
Let's meet Sarah.
Okay.
She was accepted into a prestigious business program in Australia.
Wow. But
you
anxious
about the cultural adjustment?
Oh, yeah.
Worried about fitting in, understanding the local customs?
And even simple things like using public transportation.
Those everyday anxieties are so real.
They are.
It's easy to
feel overwhelmed
by the unfamiliar.
By the unfamiliar, for sure.
Absolutely. What Sarah did was brilliant.
Oh, okay. What did she do?
She connected with online communities of students already studying in Australia.
Okay.
Even those from her own country.
Right. They shared their experiences.
Yeah.
Offered practical advice. And even connected her with local student groups.
So she built
a support network.
Before
she even arrived.
Exactly. And when she landed.
She felt much more.
Prepared
and
confident.
Yeah.
She even joined a student club.
Oh, wow.
Focused on
cultural exchange.
Which helped her make new friends.
And immerse herself.
In the Australian way of life.
That's great.
These stories are so inspiring.
Yeah, they are.
It's amazing to see how these students turn their study abroad dreams
into reality. Their experiences highlight the importance of preparation,
resourcefulness,
and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone.
They show that.
While the study abroad journey has its challenges, They can be overcome.
with the right approach and mindset.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, yeah.
There are resources available.
Experts to guide you.
Experts to guide you.
And a whole community of students ready to support you.
Every step of the way.
Yeah.
Before we move on
to our final segment.
Where we'll
connect all of this.
Back to you and your own study abroad aspirations.
Let's pause for a moment.
Okay.
What's resonating with you so far?
What are your
biggest takeaways?
Or burning questions?
Hold on to those thoughts.
And we'll be back in a flash. Wrap up this deep dive.
Into the exciting world of studying abroad.
I'm excited.
Me too. Welcome back to the deep dive.
We've covered so much ground today.
From deciphering offer letters
to prepping for that culture shock,
and even
hearing those inspiring real-world stories. Let's bring it all home.
Exactly. Why does all this matter to you, the listener?
Who's about to
embark on their own study abroad adventure?
It's about recognizing that studying abroad isn't just a semester or two in a different location. It's a transformative experience.
That ripples outward.
Into your future, even how you view the world.
It's like that
ripple effect.
Ripple effect you see when you drop a pebble in a pond.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just the initial splash.
It's how those waves spread out.
Exactly. So we've talked about the practical benefits, like boosting your career prospects.
Right. 70% of international students report that studying abroad had a direct positive impact on their job opportunity.
And let's not forget those intangible skills that you develop.
Like
adaptability, resilient,
cross-cultural communication.
These are gold in today's interconnected world.
Absolutely. But beyond the resume bullet points, there's the personal growth.
The self-discovery that comes from
navigating a new culture.
Challenging your assumptions.
And realizing you're capable of more than you thought.
It's almost like unlocking. You're unlocking a new level.
I love that analogy. And here's something fascinating.
Okay.
Studies show that students who study abroad
tend to have
a higher level of global citizenship.
Meaning?
They're more empathetic.
Oh, okay.
More open to different perspectives. More engaged in tackling global issues.
So it's not just about personal gain.
It's about
becoming a more
informed and engaged citizen of the world.
Exactly. And if finances are a concern,
remember
what we discussed earlier.
There are ways to make this dream a reality. Scholarships, grants, loans,
getting creative,
fundraising ideas.
Don't let financial obstacles stop you
from exploring this incredible opportunity.
So to our listener who's soaking all of this in, what's the one key takeaway
you want them to remember
as they plan
their study abroad journey?
This is an investment, an investment in yourself, your future, and your perspective on the world. Like any good investment, it requires research, planning,
and a willingness
to step outside your comfort zone.
Beautifully said. So as you continue to plan your own adventure, remember
those inspiring stories
that we share.
Remember
the tips, the resources,
the potential that awaits you.
Embrace the challenges, the learning, the unexpected.
And most importantly,
have fun.
This is your journey.
Your story to write.
You're not alone.
There's a whole community.
Veterans and Prentipo, alumni, experts, and fellow adventurers out there ready to
support you
every step of the way.
So take that leap of faith.
The world is waiting to be
explored.
Your adventure awaits. And we are back
for round 3
of this deep dive into the
wild world of studying abroad.
So last time, we left our listeners
with a cliffhanger.
Sort of, but we promised to connect all of this
back to you, the listener,
and your own study abroad aspirations.
So let's do it.
Okay, so why does all this even matter?
To you.
Yeah, like you're the listener.
They're thinking about going abroad.
You're excited, you're nervous.
You're overwhelmed.
So why?
It matters because studying abroad isn't just a
vacation.
It's not just like, oh, I'm going to go
different country
for a semester, party it up.
It's not just about like ticking a box
on your resume.
Right.
It's a transformative experience.
It really is.
It ripples outward
into your future,
your career, how you see the world.
It changes you. It really does. It's like, when you put a pebble in a pond.
And it creates that ripple effect.
It's not just the splash.
It's how those waves spread out.
And they keep going.
And they touch
everything.
Exactly. So we talked about the practical benefits.
Like getting a job.
Boosting your career prospects.
70% of international students
say that studying abroad helped them get a job.
Help them get a job.
Wow.
That's huge.
And then there's the...
What are they called?
The...
intangible skills.
Yeah, those. Like,
adaptability.
Resilience.
Oh, and cross-cultural communication.
So important.
These are like gold.
In today's world, it's not just about the job, the career.
It's about you.
Like personal growth.
That's self-discovery.
You learn so much about yourself.
When you're in a new culture.
Challenging your assumptions. You're capable of more.
I thought so much more.
It's like you're unlocking...
a new level.
A new level of yourself.
I love that. And here's something that I think is so cool.
Okay, tell me.
Students who study abroad. They tend to have a higher level of global citizenship.
What does that even mean?
It means they're more empathetic.
They care about the world.
They're more open.
To different perspectives.
And they want to make a difference.
They want to make a difference. It's not just about, personal gain.
It's about
becoming a better citizen.
Of the world.
Of the world.
And if finances are a concern,
we've got you covered.
We talked about that.
There are ways
to make this happen.
Scholarships, grants, loans.
Creative fundraising.
Don't let money stop you.
From exploring this opportunity.
It's too important.
Okay, so
what have we learned?
What's the one thing
you should take away from this?
As you plan your study abroad journey.
It's an investment.
Oh, that's good.
Investment in yourself, your future, how you see the world.
And like any investment,
you got to do your research.
You got to plan.
And be willing to.
Step out of your comfort zone.
I love that.
So as you plan your adventure,
remember those stories.
We shared some amazing stories today.
Remember the tips.
Remember all the resources we talked about.
And the potential
that is waiting for you.
Embrace the challenges.
Embrace the learning.
Embrace the unexpected.
And most importantly,
fun.
Have fun. This is your journey.
Your story to write.
And remember, you are not alone.
There are so many people out there
who want to support you.
So take that leap of faith.
The world is waiting to be explored.
Your adventure awaits.
Go get 'em.